Hi, I'm Swapna and I welcome you to Your Learn Lab. Here we learn a whole bunch of things in the simplest way possible. As you watch, make sure you like and share the learning too. Don't forget to hit the bell button and subscribe for more. In our last video, we learned how to calculate arithmetic mean when frequency is given. Let's quickly revise what is frequency. Frequency means how many times something repeats. In this video, we learned how to make a frequency distribution table. So, what is a frequency distribution table? This is a chart that organizes your raw data into a structured format to show how often each value or range of values occurs. Simply, it's just a table that shows the frequency against each of your x values. Let's do a question and see. We have the question here. Create a frequency distribution table for the data given below. And we have all these bunch of numbers. So if we look at the numbers, we can see that the smallest of these numbers is 24 and the largest of these numbers is 28. So what do we do next? We are going to create a table. So we have a table here with two columns. The first column is marked X and the second is marked as F for frequency. And next we are going to write down all these different numbers that we have in the column under X. So I have these numbers here. We have the smallest number 24 and then we have 25, 26, 27 and 28. That is pretty much all the numbers that are present here in the question. Next, to find out the frequency, you have to count how many times each of these numbers happen and then write it here. So let's start with 24. We have 24 here. We have 24 here. And then we have 24 here. So that is 3 times. So we'll write here under F 3. I have the table here for you. So 24 happens 3 times. Similarly, if you count 25, we have 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5 and 6. It is happening 6 times. So if you look for the frequency of 26, this is coming 1, 2, 3 and then 4 times. Then 27, we have 1, 2, only twice. Yeah. And then 28, we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 times. So we have our table ready here. We know what are the x values. We have the frequency also. So what do we do next? We calculate the arithmetic mean using the formula x bar is equal to sigma xf by sigma f. This we have already done in our previous video. We know how to do this. We have to add a column, calculate xf and then make a total of it, get the total of f and then divide, which I'm not going to do in this video. I know you already know how to do this, so you can pause the video and do this and maybe tell me the answer in the comment box. If there are more numbers which are repeating multiple times, counting all of this becomes very tedious. So we have another method to make counting easier and to make a frequency distribution table. And this method is called tally method. Here, instead of writing numbers again and again, we use these tiny lines called tally marks to count the frequency. Let's look at a question. So find the arithmetic mean from the following set of numbers. And we have got a bunch of numbers here. First of all, let's find out which is the smallest number. And the smallest number here is 1. And the largest number we have here is 9. So next we make a table. This table has 3 columns. The first one is marked as X. The second one is marked as tally. And the third one is marked as frequency F. Under the X column, we are going to write down all the numbers that we have in our data set, which starts from 1 and ends at 9. Here I have already written the numbers. So next we are going to find out how many times each of these numbers repeat. Let's start with 1. You now start scanning the numbers for 1. We have 1 appearing here once, So we put 1 mark here, no other one, just 1. So we have the frequency as 1 here. Going for 2, there is 1, 2 here. So we put 1 tally mark. Then going forward, we have 1, 2 here. So we put another tally mark here. So we have a total of 2. Then we scan for 3. This is the first 3. We put 1 tally here. This is the second 3. We have another tally here for it. This is the third 3. One more tally mark here. Fourth 3 here. One more tally mark here. We have the fifth 3. Now here's the fun part. The fifth tally is always put across the first fourth. Alright, so this 5 makes a bunch. Do we have more 3s? Yes, we have one more. So we start the next bunch. So the sixth one would be a new horizontal tally. So if we had a 7th, we'll go another 7th, then 8, then 9, and the 10th one would be another horizontal mark. This is how tally is done. So here we have total 6 3s. Then looking at 4, how many 4s do we have? Last start scanning, we have the first 4 here. So we put 1 tally here. We have second 4 here. We put 1 tally here. Then we have the third 4, another tally here. So a total of 3. Similarly, let's look at 5. We have 1 5 here, another tally, then another tally for this 5, and then a third tally for this 5. So we have a total of 3 5s. The frequency of 5 is 3. Then going to 6, how many times do we have 6? Here 1, and then here 1. So we have total of 2 6s. And then going for 7, we have 1 7 here. That makes 1 tally. Another 7 here. And then another 7 here. So we have a total of 3 7s. Let's count 4 now. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 8s. And then lastly, we'll count 9. We have just 1 9. So just 1 tally mark. In this way, we have all the tallies against each of the numbers. Then all we have to do is count the tallies and write the numbers in the column marked as frequency. In this way, we have our frequency distribution table, which shows all the numbers and how many times each of these numbers are repeating. This method will help us to make frequency table to calculate the mean more easily. Let's see one more question. Make a frequency distribution table from the following set of numbers. And you have a bunch of numbers here. So what do we do first? Let's see which is the smallest number, and that is 12. And which is the largest number, and that is 25. So we make a table with 3 columns. First column is for x value, second column is for tally, and the third column is for frequency. So we write the x values starting with 12, all the numbers ending at 25. And then the next step, we have to see how many times each of these numbers repeat. And for that, as we count, we will keep putting tally marks. 1 tally for each count. And remember, every fifth line is the one that is drawn across the previous 4. This is what makes the counting easier. So you can pause the video here, count all these numbers, do it on your own, and then come back and check whether you have got the correct answer or not. I hope you have done this, and this is the correct table here. You have these x values 12, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23 and 25, and against you have the tally and then you have the frequency. You can cross check if you have got the correct table or not. Now here also, counting all the numbers, which all numbers are there, and writing it under x value is another tedious job. So we have yet another method to make this easier. This is called class interval method, and we'll do this in the next video. Thank you for watching. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe to my videos. Hit the like button to let me know whether you understood everything or not. And Comment section is open for you to ask any doubt or for any interaction. Happy learning!